If he blocked you, that means you have so much power over him.
Please, please take me back, please.
If you've ever been blocked by a man, what an experience. First of all, go off, queen. You're in your feminine energy. Like, who are you, me? Also, thank you very much. It's flattering. You just couldn't bear to not text me. You had to block me.
Please, take me back. How could you get to this?
If you have been blocked on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, on Snapchat, on literally everything, even your text messages are being blocked.
I don't want to do this if I don't have you, please.
I'm going to tell you the truth. It's because they don't want you in their world.
Please, record me, I don't care. Record.
If you find that a man blocks you, you impacted him so much that he had to remove you from his site. If a man blocks you, it shows he's still invested in you, you have a hold on him, and he cannot have you around because
I don't care. Post it.
You want to know if you got that man by the grip of your hands? If he blocks you.
Hey, stop. What the fuck is you doing, bro?
If a man blocks you, you are legendary. You're a queen. You need to be written about.
I need you.
When a man blocks you, it's a good thing, because although you think he doesn't care, it's actually the opposite. Because if a man truly didn't care, he would just move on quietly.
Take me back. Please. I'm going crazy. Please. 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 Walter.
If he blocked.
So that was a little hard to watch. That was a little hard to watch, but probably a little harder to understand the whole thing about, if he blocks you, it's not that you have a hold on him; it's that he's kind of just done, right? And he's eliminating any access you have to his life. That's usually it, right? In the healthy sense. I'm not talking in a dysfunctional sense in which this somehow makes sense to you, where you have such an influential hold on him that he needs to prevent himself from receiving any type of message from you. Sometimes men are just done, right? And you have to think about it in the same. This is for ladies. You have to think about it in the same sort of vein in when you block a man. Are you blocking men because they have such a hold on you, or you just are done, or even regretfully gave them your contact info? So, before we continue, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss new uploads. Still going strong, 2 a day. But in the new world, right? In the new digital world in which when we have unfettered access to people, right? And I say unfettered access because if I have your number and I send you a message, there is an expectation that you will reply timely, at least within a day, right? At no other point in time in history's time do we expect to talk to people so frequently, or and at simply their behest because they sent the message. Simply because someone has access to you does not mean they have access to you, but we move like that. You send me a message, there's almost an unwritten obligation that I have to reply to you the moment I see it. This is why when we see sometimes where people make stories or posts where saying how easy it is for something for a man that you're dating to simply say, "Hey, babe, I'm tied up at work. I'll get back to you when I can." There's an obligation there, and the obligation, of course, is born of us being in a relationship. But simply, if we're dating or if we're just getting to know each other, yeah, I may be excited to talk to you, but it has to be at a sort of convenience. And this is in the early eras of the internet. Then we get the advent of FaceTime, where now you simply have access to seeing someone's personage and at any sort of time. I'm not a fan of random FaceTime calls because I'm usually engaged in multiple things at once. But when I'm on FaceTime with you, I have to set that phone down or hold the phone. I have to dedicate that time to simply say and do this. And if we don't have anything to say, that's when it's like, "Ooh, what's the purpose of this?" And men have learned a long time ago that sometimes you'll get FaceTimes not to talk to you, but to sort of see where you are, what's going on in your surrounding. So yeah, we have this idea that you're supposed to be willing and able to communicate with people at all times, but that's not healthy, right? If we keep it in a sense of dating, in relationships, in trying to build some sort of communication with someone, we start to realize that, hey, you know what? This doesn't always work for me. If whatever else we're doing and it's not working and there's a miscommunication or there's an inability to communicate, sometimes that's when the block comes out. Or there's something that happened that's so egregious, it's so awkward, it's so weird, it's so awful. You say, you know what? This is just a block. We sometimes are averse to having those conversations to end things, to say, hey, I appreciate blah blah blah. We tried it, doesn't work. I wish you the best. Toodaloo. Especially if we haven't had that real relationship. It's different if we had years together and I still have feelings. And yeah, if there was an emergency that happened and I was introduced to your family, I still would be concerned. But over time, that too fades. And there's no longer this expectation that you still would have access to me. I shouldn't be, if we haven't talked in 3, 4 years, I shouldn't be in your emergency contact when you go to the hospital outside of some erroneous thing. But when men are blocking, right? I'm talking about healthy men. When they're blocking, it's because further communication will just disturb peace. Tried it, didn't work. Okay, we can't part on good terms, or there's still random uh, um, messages that fly back and forth. Where personally, if we're rehashing things over and over and over again, yeah, I don't want to be part of this. Especially, I have no business, I have no issue saying, I wish you the best. You know, just separating with peace, right? Hey, I wish you the best in whatever you're looking for in your further journeys. And if we've said that, we've done that, and then there's still further communication, still further desires of the communication, but it's not in a healthy sense. Yeah, I'll probably just block, right? I'm sometimes more averse to do that because I want to have more conversations because I feel like those are instances where you have a chance to be better, to improve yourself. However, at a certain point in time, when it starts to intrude on peace, that's when blocking makes sense. That's when I understand, hey, no, I'm not blocking you because you have such an incredible pull, a magnetism, an ability to sway me. No, it's at that point where any further communication with you disrupts who I am, whatever got going on, and it's just a distraction from me and my goals. But listen, if you're a man, you blocked someone before. If you're a woman, you blocked someone before. If you feel like I missed something, let me know down in the comments. If you see videos on your screen right now, right, let me know what you think about those as well. And of course, you listen to my voice, you haven't subscribed. Come on, train's moving. Everyone loves getting on a moving train, right? I'll see you in the next one.